Hello and welcome to my podcast, Road to 2027, where we count down towards the 2027 Nigerian general election. Today's episode is simply a makeshift episode where I get to respond to some comments that was made on the last episodes. In case you had missed it, please try to check it out. The title is New Electoral Law, the impact and what they mean. Please, if you missed it, so that you have a background as to what I'll be responding to, try to check it out. Again, the title is The New Electoral Law, Key Impact and What They Mean. So I just basically did different between the new law that has been signed in and the old law, and just took out the substantive information, not everything, but what some of the major items I feel will definitely have some impact on the 2027 general election. Now, like I said earlier, I just want to respond to two quick comments that were made on that last episode. The first one was about a comment about a particular candidate who had vied for the last presidential election. I wanted to state it categorically clear once again that this platform is apolitical. Yes, I may have my own subjectivity, but I try to ensure that when I come on this platform, my subjectivity are taken away from whatever analysis I try to do towards the 2027 general election. This platform is open to every candidate, everyone to make their view. But as for me presenting this program, I have to be objective. So just to clear it again, this program is apolitical. Thank you. Now to the second comment that was made. Remember, I had made a difference between the old law and the new law. Essentially, I think the main focus was about, the first one was about the electronic transmission of real-time transmission of those election results into real-time transmission into IREF. Now, I think someone had made a comment, and the question was, what about the provisor that was added when network is unavailable? Do you think it can be another loophole for interpretation? Very good question, and I wanted to respond to that. Yes, in the last episode, I had omitted the part where it talks about the provisor, and I will try to explain. Right. In the new law that has been signed, there is a new one that talks about transmission of each polling unit result, the Form EC8. Now, we have a Form EC8 where the result of that polling unit is recorded in the presence of all party and is signed by the returning officer or countersigned by the different agents. Now, what happens is that in the new law, it says that one that has been done, it should be transmitted directly online to the INEC portal. But there was a provisor that was included. Should in case there are no internet. Now, the provisor simply states that the Form EC8 would serve as a means of collation. Now, I think I just want to respond to that question. I think from my own point of view, I think there has been so much talk about, would this be another loophole that anybody, any of the candidates or any of the parties would want to take advantage of? And my simple answer would be a no. And this is the reason why I will say this. Now, because each candidate on the election day is expected to have a polling unit agent. And this is not just peculiar to Nigeria. This is all over the world, where you have candidates with their polling agent would be present, and they would have to have a copy of the Form EC8, which is the standard practice. Now, the Form EC8 will serve as the main source of information. So whatever each candidate has, that is recorded in the Form EC8. That is then scanned or photographed and sent directly into the INEC portal. But here is the caveat. Now, it says that if there are problems with the internet and you are not able to you're not able to transmit that, now that Form EC8 should serve as a means of collation. Now, this is where I'm talking about the party agent. If each candidate has a polling agent, now I would expect that polling agent should be faithful enough to his or her candidates, right? That polling agent should have a copy of the EC8 that was transmitted. So even if this is just giving a scenario, if there are changes or if manipulation happens on the IREF, now you already have a copy of the Form EC, which will serve as your own point of reference. Now, this is the case. I do not think there could be manipulation. And it's simple. At the end, when the collation of results are being done, you do have your your photocopy or your scan or your photograph from EC8 where you can compare to. And if by venture, whatever was uploaded when the internet probably come, as the case may be, can be cross-checked with what is on the Form EC8. And again, the provisor says where there are no internet connectivity. If you read down towards the law, I believe that whenever there are internet connectivity, whatever had been uploaded would definitely appear on the IREF. Now, it could take a day, it could take 2 days, it could take 3 days. Like we all know, we all use WhatsApp, right? Sometimes we send messages and probably the person we sent it to or we ourselves are not in the place where there are internet connectivity. It is definite that when you get to a place that there's internet connectivity, either to the receiver or to the sender, you would definitely have that message coming to your phone. So my belief and my hope is that even if there are no internet connectivity, the key word is real time. And if you look at that law, it talked about it should be able to send it real time. But if that is not possible, whenever there is internet, that will be delivered. But here is the caveat. Once every candidate has the Form EC8, the photocopy one, whenever that gets uploaded, you could always have to cross-check. And if there are discrepancies, that is what we can definitely fight for in the court. And that's my own 1 cent. That's my own response. Please feel free to drop your response. Feel free to drop your comment on whatever I've said. Thank you so much. If you like this episode, please do like, share, and subscribe. Till we meet again. Thank you.